And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To try again after the sack, Wilson steps away to it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Buying time to his left. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to wind up in it, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Casey Hayward. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
57. Easy. First and 10. Check. Fresno. Watch the eye.
On first down, it's Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Left to right.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Get that 20.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw is Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 22 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check three. Let's go. Gun. Motion.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 74 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 40 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Out. Check. Check out.
Wait. Hey, here we go.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload that you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, as always, partner.
Always a pleasure to work with you.